I'm heading out right now to go on a writing retreat. There are 9 people going, and I'm going to be starting to work on my sci-fi romance project, which I'm really, really excited about. So we just arrived at the Airbnb. It is so cute. There's plenty of space for all 9 of us. We're just kind of settling in right now, but I think we're gonna make dinner and get into some writing later today. My goal is to finish rereading all of the chapters, which is like 15,000 words that I thought I had for my sci-fi romance project, which were the 15,000 words that I pulled out of my other sci-fi project that I call CBH. And so my writing goal for tonight is to get through rereading those 15,000 words so that then tomorrow I can have a really dedicated amount of time to get to start officially writing my sci-fi romance project. So we just finished dinner. People are still kind of chatty upstairs, but I wanted to split away for a few minutes, work on my rereading because my goal is to finish rereading my 15,000 words tonight. So I'm going to do this for a little while and then I'll go be chatty again. Okay, well, good morning. I can see my breath. I was able to be really productive last night and I was able to finish rereading the 15,000 words that I already had for my sci-fi romance project. I'll probably end up keeping / rewriting like half of it. I didn't remember that I had written that from 2 POVs, and I'm definitely gonna trash one because I just want the story to be the main character's POV. But as I was rereading, I was taking notes on any ideas that were popping up about what I could include in the story moving forward, what I could change about the 15,000 words that I have currently. And so then this morning I have opened up a new document and I started, it's a pigeon, and I started up where I left off with the 15,000 words. Oh, it's cold out here. I'm now 634 words into my day so far, and I wanted to fill you guys in on why I'm choosing to work on my sci-fi romance project instead of Project Veil, because Project Veil is the palette cleanser that I have been working on until this trip. I'm not done with Project Veil, I want to make that very clear, but I did want to work on something this weekend that I could add a lot of words to, or at least have the possibility of adding a lot of words to, and the Veil project is low-key, almost done. I think I'm at 17,000 words. I think I could feasibly add 3,000 words before the end to bring me up to 20,000 words, and then I would have to go back in and build up the story a little bit more, add some more details, add some backstory. None of the characters have names or backstories yet. I just have them interacting, and I want to go back through and add why those interactions matter, what kind of things the interactions bring up. But I've had so much fun writing Project Veil in just a stream of consciousness kind of way that I didn't want to finish something on this trip. This felt like a great opportunity for me to start something new, which is the sci-fi romance project, instead of finishing something and then kind of twiddling my thumbs because I don't know what else to be working on. So that's why I'm working on my sci-fi romance project this weekend. And then I also wanted to talk a little bit about the setup of this house because we have different writing areas. So there's 3 different living room spaces. There's one upstairs right when you walk into the house. That's gonna be annoying. And then it's kind of like a split level, so you go down a couple steps and there's like a second living room, but it's still like open air to the top one. So the upstairs is the most chatty. If you're upstairs, people can talk to you, people can talk around you. If you go down to the second living room, it's a little bit less chatty, but you know, you can still hear a lot of the conversations going on in the upper living room. And then there's a basement with a door that closes. So if you want undisturbed writing time where nobody talks to you, it's silent, you go downstairs. So you can kind of like pick and choose your own adventure of which writing environment you want the most. Last night I was in that second living room area. This morning so far I've just been upstairs around people making breakfast and coffee and having conversations, and a lot of people are just typing away on their computers. But I've chosen the social options so far because I don't really want to go to the basement yet, but I have had headphones in this morning, so I can kind of like selectively be a part of conversations. Popping in for another update. I'm now at 1,500 words for the day. It's 12:52 and in about 8 minutes we're going to lunch, and then I'm sure we'll get more writing done later today. And I changed because I was cold. We just finished dinner. Two of the girls just set up a fire in the backyard, so we're gonna do a fire and s'mores. Still kind of hoping I'm gonna hit 3,000 words today. At the very least, I'll get to 2,500.
Emotions and she's cool. Yeah. And holy crap, what have I done to all of her people? Yeah. I'm the worst.
There's also like the question of like,
yeah.
That's
so good.
It is now 1:33 in the morning and I just wrapped up my writing for tonight. My original hope was to hit like 3,000 words, but we spent like 3 or 4 hours tonight each reading an excerpt from our stories and then giving comments and feedback and just kind of like enjoying listening to each other's stories. And despite being really nervous to share something, everybody else did, and everybody else did an amazing job. So I finally decided to bite the bullet and share one of my favorite scenes from Project DE, and I'm very happy I did. It's one of those things where if I didn't share, I would have gone to bed and just been anxious about not sharing. So I shared, got super nervous because I get really scared with public speaking, but I'm very happy that I shared. That just took up a large chunk of this evening, which is not at all a bad thing. It was just unexpected in the best way possible. But earlier when I said 3,000 words, I was also like, even if I get like 2,000 or 2,500, that would be amazing. So after my last writing session today, I was sitting at around 2,100 words. I was like, okay, if I can write like 300-ish more words, I'll be at like 2,500, which is a very incredible writing day. And so a couple of us stayed up to do a little bit more writing. I just hit 2,504 words for the day, which means that it is now time to go to bed. Tomorrow is the last day of our writing retreat. I think checkout is at like 11 a.m. I think we're doing cinnamon rolls for breakfast. And then I think a lot of us are going to go to a bookstore and then a coffee shop to kind of continue our writing for a little bit longer before everybody else heads home. So I'm excited about the writing I'm going to get to do tomorrow. So far, the writing retreat has gone really well, but there's still a little bit more of it to come. I just got back from the coffee shop that we went to after the writing retreat a little bit ago. I ended up completely switching projects at the coffee shop. I switched back over to Project Veil that takes place over like 72-ish hours. It's the other of the 2 novellas that I wanted to write this fall and winter, in addition to my sci-fi romance, and I was able to write just over 500 words at the coffee shop. Okay, I wrote 577 words today, which means that overall this weekend I was able to reread those 15,000 words that I had pulled out of my Project CBH to then start and, you know, separate my sci-fi romance project into something new. And then I was able to write like my 2,500-ish words. I think it was 2,504 words in my sci-fi romance project, and then 577 words today in my Veil project, which brought me up to 3,081 words total for this weekend. This writing retreat went so incredibly well. Everybody got along really well. Everybody got so much writing done. I think the layout of our Airbnb was perfect for a writing retreat because we could have so many different writing spaces. It never felt crowded. There was always space in the living room that you wanted to go write in. There was also always somebody around to talk to if you wanted to bounce ideas off or just completely, you know, talk about something else and get your mind off of writing for a few minutes. There were so many snacks and communal meals, and it was just such an incredible weekend that we're already talking about our next one, which I'm hoping will be sometime in the spring. I had an absolutely amazing time. If you have not had the opportunity to go on a writing retreat, start making writing friends or go visit some of your writing friends, because this was such an incredible energy. Getting to have dedicated writing time, getting to talk through our story ideas, getting to share excerpts of our stories, and getting feedback on them. It was just like such an amazing weekend, and I'm really happy I went. I'm so happy it went so well. I was so nervous to read my excerpt out loud because I was the last of 9 people to go, partially because I was not really sure if I was actually going to share something, but reading it out loud gave me a lot of confidence in my writing and at least that scene. So now I feel like I'm going to have that as a tool to either talk about with my writing group or just, you know, alone in my apartment, reading a scene or a paragraph out loud if I'm not sure about it, to help me be able to think through it more and hopefully be able to hear it instead of just staring at it on a screen. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.